We're counting down China's top 10 lethal weapons. At number 10 are razor-sharp swords and sabers. At number 9 are long-range weapons, bows and crossbows. Favorite weapons among soldiers, spears and halberds, come in at 8. At number 7 are long weapons, 6 to 8 foot fighting staves. Whips, soft weapons that pack a big punch, are at 6. And at number 5 are common objects lethal in the hands of kung fu masters. But some of China's most ingenious weapons were never meant to be seen. Ancient Chinese weapons makers made many important discoveries. Chinese armorers made the first crossbows. Chinese alchemists made the first gunpowder. And Chinese artisans made some of the most sophisticated mechanical weapons the world has ever seen. So-called sleeve arrows are ancient spring-loaded devices that could be hidden within the sleeves of a traditional Chinese gown. Sometimes the tip was even poisoned. Consisting of a metal tube approximately 18 centimeters in length, a miniature arrow is placed inside. A spring-loaded mechanism within the tube shoots the arrow out.
The sleeve arrow was very easy to use. It's shot by a spring. You place the arrow inside the tube, cock it, and then set the spring. Activate this trigger, and the arrow shoots out from the tube.
The sleeve arrow's mechanical principle involves a spring at the bottom of the tube, on top of which is a metal plate. A triggering device, called the butterfly's wing, holds back the arrowhead. When the trigger is pulled, the mini arrow is released. An Ran, the collector of unusual and exotic weaponry, demonstrates how to shoot the sleeve arrow. At short range, the sleeve arrow was surprisingly accurate. Ancient records say that sleeve arrows could hit targets up to 30 paces away.
There are many similar kinds of concealed weapons. Mechanical range concealed weapons like this are usually sleeve arrows, needle tubes, and of course the flying guillotine. All were mainly used for assassination.
All sorts of strange and exotic weapons flourished in China. Using a weapon that doesn't look like a weapon has an important advantage.
Effective offense is often based on doing what one's enemy least expects.
Sometimes that means using a concealed weapon. At other times, it can mean using exotic weapons, such as the twin deer antler blade. The antler-shaped blades are used in pairs, one for each hand. Each deer antler blade has 3 sharp points and 7 cutting edges. In combat, the deer antler blades are compact, sharp, and versatile. They can be used to pinion an enemy. With multiple cutting edges, they can slice the enemy from any direction. And the 3 sharp points can inflict terrible wounds. An even more strangely shaped weapon is the ring or wheel. a metal hoop with sharp blades around the perimeter. Popular around a millennia ago, during the Song dynasty, they came in a huge variety of forms. The crescent-shaped spade is derived from an everyday tool, but it was never used for digging. Most people were prohibited from owning conventional weapons like swords, so they adapted spades and other agricultural tools as weapons. Like the spade, this rake is another farming tool that has been modified for lethal intent. Kung Fu weapons don't have to be big to kill. Ermei needles are only around 25 centimeters long. The points at both ends make them particularly dangerous at close range. The ring pivot at the center of each needle improves grip, enabling the thin needle to stab with deadly force. Looped onto the middle finger, Ermei needles are twirled to distract and confuse the enemy. As with dark judge brushes, the enemy's temples, eyes, and throat are the target. The Ermei needles and the rake are exotic weapons. They work because they're unexpected. Unlike obvious weapons like the sword, weapons that look like farm tools were easy to disguise, which made them difficult for the authorities to discover and confiscate.
The dang is another weapon that is easily disguised as a farm tool. Only the